Today I'm going to show you how I make my buffalo wings or buffalo drumsticks. I'm actually going to be using drumsticks. I've got 1 kilo of chicken drumsticks, some garlic powder, I have 2 tablespoons of plain flour, and also some smoked paprika. So what I'm going to do is, just in a bag, I'm going to put all of my chicken. It's the easiest way to coat your meat or your protein in a crumb or a floured mixture. 2 tablespoons of plain flour. I'm going to add half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a quarter of a teaspoon of dried garlic powder, that can go in as well. Good pinch of salt. Just going to stir that through, combine that. And I'm going to add that to my bag of chicken. I'm just going to sprinkle that in. I'm going to tie that in a knot, a loose knot. And I'm going to give that a little bit of a shake. That way, all of that flour is coating the chicken completely. And that's all I need to do at the moment. I'm going to leave that, and in about 1 to 2 hours, that'll be ready to roast in the oven. So I had my chicken, and that's been sitting in that flour paprika mixture for about an hour, and now I'm ready to bake it. So I've got a baking tray with some baking paper on that, and I'm just going to lay them out. And now I'm going to pop that in the oven. I've got my oven, it's been preheated for about 20 minutes at 180 degrees, and I'm going to cook these for approximately 30 minutes, then I'll turn them around and cook them for another 15-20 minutes. 35 minutes, then spin those around, and then another 15 to 20 minutes in the oven, 180 degrees Celsius, and they should be really beautiful to coat in that buffalo sauce that I'll show you in a minute. So my chicken has been in the oven for approximately half an hour. Now I'm just going to spin those around and cook them for another probably 20 minutes. So they've been in the oven for another 20 minutes and they look really good. But I'm also going to give them a light fry in the buffalo sauce anyway, so. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I make my buffalo sauce. I have some of my hot chili sauce that I've made. I'll give you the link to that. And it works out to be just about 3/4 of a cup. Almost a full cup of that sauce, and that can go straight into a fry pan. I also have 30 grams of butter, and that's unsalted butter, and that can go in as well. I also have 1/4 of a teaspoon of dried garlic powder, and that can go in, and I'm going to pop that on the stove, and I'm going to combine that until that's all melted and mixed together nicely. Okay, gas on. So I'm just going to cook that off until that butter's completely melted, and I'm actually going to mix that with the whisk because I want that really well combined. Okay, so that's starting to come to a boil. I'll reduce that a little bit and let it simmer for a little bit. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I'm gonna just turn it off. I won't need all of that sauce just yet, so I'm just gonna transfer some of that. So that is your basic buffalo sauce. Now I'm gonna turn the heat back on. And I have my chicken that I roasted earlier. I'm just going to put just a few in there. And I'm just going to pour a little bit more on top. Just going to let that coat in that sauce, that buffalo sauce. A little bit of a char is fine as well. And that's pretty much good to go. Turn that off. So now I'm just going to serve it up. I'm going to serve it up with a bit of a coleslaw salad. And that's just dressed with a little bit of lime juice. I have my chicken. Then I have a blue cheese dressing. And I'm just gonna put a big dollop right on top and use that as a dipping sauce, and it goes well with that coleslaw as well. So there you have it. That is my buffalo chicken, and I've served that with a little bit of a coleslaw salad, and there's blue cheese dressing to go with that.